What's up, beautiful people? It's Quanie plugged in and ready to drop the knowledge right here on Girl Group Studios. What's trending? What's dropping? We got the music news you gotta know, from the Met Gala to the freshest releases. And speaking of fresh, you will not believe my latest gig. I can't wait to share. So I stepped on set of the new US Girls video, and I've got some inside scoop. Plus, we're taking you back to a game-changing album, the Fugees The Score. So keep it locked. We're about to get started. All right. Settle in. The music world has been buzzing, and I got the download you need. So let's dive head first into the headlines. First up, let's talk about a moment that had the internet doing a collective, okay. At least I was. Andre 3000, yes, the one and only Andre Extraordinaire. 3000, he rolled up to the Met Gala carrying a piano on his back, and I'm not making this up. I watched the video myself, and apparently it was all in the name of his brand new EP, 7 Piano Sketches, which he dropped literally minutes before stepping onto the carpet, which is great marketing. Nothing else. So leave it to Andre 3 Stacks to keep us guessing and intrigued, So 7 Piano Sketches dropped. I haven't listened to it, but I loved the last body of work with the flute. Or that I'm bringing that back this summer. That album was incredible. So shout out to Andre 3000. The man is a true enigma. Speaking of iconic entrances, the legendary Diana Ross graced the Met Gala with her presence for the first time since 2003. We didn't even know the Met Gala existed in 2003. And she came in with a halo. She came in with feathers for days, but the real showstopper was the 18-foot long train it took 5 men. Let's start there. It took 5 men to carry this hand-embroidered ivory dream up the stairs. But get this, hidden in all the fabric was the sweetness of detail. Love is always in the detail. Miss Ross revealed that the names of all of her children and 8 grandchildren were stitched into the gown, which I thought was a pretty cool, subtle gesture. She called it a forever family gown, and her son Evan was right there by her. Come on, Miss Ross. And she's actually on tour. She was like, I know I'm here, but I want y'all to also remember that I'm on tour. So go check me out. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, let's jump over to the late night scene. The energy was electric, and Shakira and Wyclef Jean reunited on The Tonight Show. I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to check it out. I can't wait to be in my bag. You never really knew that you could dance like this. You make a man want to speak Spanish. Hey. Hey, they celebrated the 20th anniversary of their absolute smash that I just sang a little bit of, Hips Don't Lie. And 20 years! I was a tot, but I remember it. I remember it all. So wow, damn. They brought that iconic energy back to the stage, and it's all over the headlines, which is why it caught my attention. And so I'm excited to see it. And get this, Shakira is booked for 2 more appearances on The Tonight Show. So I still have time to catch up. I didn't even know she was on there, but I like this. I like this setup. So she has a few more appearances, and we're going to check that out this month. And it's looking like the hips don't lie, baby, still. All right, now for some big news, big news. And I got to talk about my latest adventure. The incredible US Girls have just announced their brand new album and dropped the new music video for the 12-minute epic track Bookends, which is the lead single from the upcoming album, Scratch It. And listen closely, everybody. Come closer. Come closer. I made a cameo in the 12-minute masterpiece, so check that out. It's on Pitchfork. The video is apparently about death, but I would love to have Meg on the show because me and her had a really great conversation about just life, and I would love to talk more about my experience in the video and being on the set. We had a really good time, and shout out to everyone involved at 4AD. And the first thing I said when I got there, I was like, wow, the song is gorgeous. So do yourself a favor this Friday and get into it. Get into the 12-minute masterpiece. The video is wild. What can I say about it? It's artistic. It's US girls doing what they do best. And you can check out the full video over on Pitchfork right now. So go watch it and spot it and try to spot your favorite host. You know, me. Getting my cameo on. All right. And that is the rundown, everybody, from Andre 3000's piano performance art to Diana's, Miss Ross's family tribute gown, Shakira and Wyclef Jean reunited on The Tonight Show, and yes, me, your boy, making another music video appearance with US girls. And the music world is never boring, people. Never, ever boring. Up next. All right, folks, we've been talking about the comings and the goings of the world, and if you'll indulge with me, and let's take a moment to step back in time to an album that, shall we say, left a rather significant impression. I'm speaking of course, the Fugees, The Score. Released in 1996, The Score was, well, I was 4 years old, a baby. But I got into it, and I've relived this album, so hang with me. It is truly something else. It's really just a great blend of hip hop, R&B, reggae, just woven into one. And if you are not familiar with the members of the Fugees, it includes Wyclef Jean. Again, look at that. I didn't even plan that, but Wyclef is I just spoke about him with Shakira, and now he's here. Wyclef, Pras, and we know her. The singular, talented Miss Lauryn Hill created a sound that resonated deeply with a lot of people, and they're from New Jersey, which shout out to Jersey. I'm from Jersey. And it topped the charts and sold a few copies, which we'll get into in a bit. And it even picked up a little gold statue or two. But beyond the numbers, there was a quality to this record and that I discovered, and a certain something that just has been sticking around for decades to come. So let's take a closer look, shall we, to see what made The Score, well, The Score. Released on February 13th, the day after my birthday. This is just a great segment. 1996, the genre, hip-hop, R&B, alternative hip-hop. Commercial success, peaked at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, sold over 22 million copies worldwide, becoming one of the best-selling hip-hop albums of all time. It won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album at the 39th Annual Grammy Awards in 1997. It was nominated for Album of the Year at the same ceremony. It received widespread recognition, praise for its innovative sound, Lauryn Hill's powerful vocals, and rapping in the group's unique blend of hip-hop, reggae, and soul. This album, to me, is considered a landmark album in hip-hop history, bridging the gap between hardcore rap and more mainstream sounds. This album helped elevate Lauryn Hill as a leading lady, as a prominent voice in music, and a few key tracks include the iconic singles like Killing Me Softly with his song Ready or Not, Fuji La, and No Woman, No Cry. Their very famous rendition of Roberta Flack's Killing Me Softly with his song became a massive hit. It just feels like summer. It feels like the beginning of summer, and it is one of the best albums of all time, and it is one of the most recognizable tracks of all time too. But one thing that I wanted to highlight, and something that comes to my attention, and you can take this whether it's personally or professionally, transitioning and leaving a group and starting a solo endeavor in any capacity, I mean, has a spectrum. But speaking of just the incredible talent within a group, The Score really showcased the individual star power of Wyclef and Pras and Lauryn Hill, because they all went off to have hits. Pras with his album and Ghetto Superstar, and Wyclef, and we are still listening to him today. And Miss Lauryn Hill with that incredible one album, which is probably one of the best albums of all time. And it makes you think about that moment when an artist, after achieving all the success within a group, decides, it's time to forge my own path as a solo act. And it's a bold move, very bold. But guess what? We are officially on Apple Music. We are officially on Apple Music Podcast, and I would love for everybody to check it out. Listen to us every Friday. We are there, which leads me to the playlist. Check out the playlist that we update every single Friday, which is bangers on bangers on bangers and just new music. I'm going to upload some more things throughout the weekend, but I really think that you should check it out. I'm going to upload everything that I've been listening to, which is a lot of jazz, y'all. I'm listening to a lot of jazz, listening to a lot of Miles Davis and John Coltrane and Louis Armstrong. But if that's not really your butter in your jam, if that's not your, butter in your jam, you can put that where? Back there. But nah, just joking. It's all love. It's all good. But check out the playlist on Apple Music and Spotify. And that is all the time we have for today, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to Girl Group Studios. Thank you for coming back again for episode 5. Let me know in the comments how I can make this show bigger, better, more funnier, more engaging, and more for you. So until next Friday, I'll see you next time. Peace.